Hello, my name is Sebbi, and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Sunday, March 22nd, 2020. So, the cat is excited, and so I am, because it's a beautiful day. The sun is shining, I already was running. And yeah, it's just a fantastic day. Also, it's a coffee break day, and coffee break days are always awesome because I just enjoy the series. I just enjoy playing Minecraft. I just enjoy talking about all those various things going on. So yeah, it's an amazing day, and so I hope it will be also an amazing day for you when you are watching this very episode of the coffee break, and that I hope it will cheer you up and distract you a little bit from the current situation. And speaking of the current situation, this situation also is not that great, so better to do something about this fellow over there, this creeper fellow over there. Let's get the sweet XP. Thank you very much. Alright, horse, let's continue. Let's continue to the building site of our new museum. Yeah, speaking of the good weather, over the course of the last week, I was cycling with my road bike for more than 200 kilometers. So the road bike season began. I see you, creeper guy. The road bike season began last Sunday with an 85 kilometer long ride. And yeah, over the course of the week, I continued to cycle my road bike, and so I accumulated a total distance of more than 200 kilometers within this very week. This was cool, this was just amazing, and I had a lot of fun doing that. Also because it was rather warm outdoors, I was wearing shorts already, and this resulted in me establishing the very first 10 lines of the season. So yeah, that's exciting. The first 10 lines on my legs in March 2020. So wow, that's crazy times indeed we are living in. Wow, what's going on with our world, right, horse? Right. Yeah, so that's cool. However, speaking of cool, the temperatures have changed, so now we are back to temperatures of around 3 to 5 centigrade, and I need a new axe. And so yeah, it's back to long clothes for sports, for running, and especially for cycling, because with the higher speeds you also get much colder. So yeah, I hope I can still continue to cycle over the course of the upcoming week, because the weather should still remain amazing and beautiful. So a lot of sunshine, cold temperatures, but that's not so much of an issue when you do have the right gear and long gear. So should be good, should be exciting. Also this week, do I have? No, I think we need to go to the storage building, and I hope that I find the needed materials there. This week is the virtual reality conference that should have taken place in Atlanta, but it's now an online-only conference, which results in the fact that so all of you, can attend that conference, and all of you can watch and enjoy my presentation on that conference. Because the conference is still taking place, but in virtual reality, and there are 3 different methods. I already spoke about this last episode. And we pre-recorded our backup video just in the case that the virtual reality approach is not working out. But we want to use the Mozilla Hub's virtual reality approach to present our paper, to present our scientific results. And I do this for two reasons. On the one hand, I think it's pretty cool to really have some kind of virtual in-person presentation. And on the other hand, that's one of my biggest issues with the... Okay, we need to craft some signs. Yes, exactly. I want to craft such a thing. So let's get a sign, 3 signs, all right, let's get 3 signs. Those conferences are cool. It's nice to meet other people in person you normally can't meet, and to have fun with them and to, yeah, just enjoy the time at the conference. But there's a slight problem with that, because the conferences are taking place somewhere on this pale blue dot, and this requires all of us to travel there. And yeah, normally the conference has a length of 3 to 4 days. So a lot of people are flying from all over the world to one single place to stay there for a few days and then to fly back. And sure, that's okay, but from an ecological standpoint, this is rather bad. And in this case, when I can support an approach that would allow us to still have conferences, but in a virtual environment, then hey, that's great, that's cool. And this is my main reason why I also like to use this Mozilla Hubs. And yeah, for the conference, if you're interested in, that's why I needed the signs, you can go to the website ieevr.org/2020, and there you will find a lot of information concerning the online-only experience. I'm not quite sure if they will provide some links to Twitch streams or so. I think our talks should be streamed via Twitch. I will definitely post a link to the Twitch stream once I know which Twitch stream I'm on during my present, or just ahead of my presentation. So I hope you can join me there. And yeah, my presentation will be Tuesday, March 24th. Okay, this is not working out. So it will be March 24th. And I'm in the session Perception and Manipulation. Perception and all right, this is manipulation. All right. Wait, let's do something else. My presentation will be from 3:30 to 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and yeah, I'm in the session Perception and manipulation. Indeed. So I will definitely, so here you get all the information. Hopefully go to ieevr.org/2020, Tuesday, March 24th from 3:30 to 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So please do the conversion on your own. Will be my talk in the track Perception and Manipulation, and my paper is called, oh dear, this has a very long title. Think Twice: The Influence of Immersion on Decision Making During Gambling in Virtual Reality. That's a cool paper title, isn't it? Yeah. So as I said, I will keep you posted. Pay attention to my Twitter feed. I will let you know once I know the link to the Twitch stream. In the meantime, go to this website and hopefully you can find out more. And yeah. Wait, can I edit this? Wait, let's perception and manipulation, and the title is Think Twice. All right, let's get back to the tower because hey, that's exciting. We do have some time left. Have we? Oh yes. Ah, right. Ooh, why has the sign? Okay. This is not working out. We need to fix this. Need to be placed properly. Right. Time stops. Time stops when you're editing the signs. So that's why we do have so much time left. Perception, manipulation, and think twice. All right. So yeah, this some programming. Hi, you're so close again. So close, my friend. All right. Okay, we do have some time left, which is good because then I can. Can I do some mining? Well, I can at least do some preparation for mining. I need a new pick as well as a new shovel. So let's create those things. And yeah, we have pre-recorded a video in case something goes wrong with the stream. And I will also, since I will do the presentation in virtual reality, try to record my presentation. And yeah, hopefully I will be able to upload the footage of this talk here on my YouTube channel. Well, this would be cool. I'm also thinking about making our backup video public. That would be also a great idea, so that yeah, my talk, my research gets hopefully more attention, gets more publicly available or so. So this would be cool. This would be really nice. What to do now? I mean, we don't have much time left until we need to go to bed. So let's see if we can organize maybe a few things. And okay, I've already organized everything. And so this is coming up. And yeah, pay attention to my Twitter feed, because there I will let you know. I will inform you about the latest development. And yeah, so there's that indeed. Let's go to bed, and then we need to discuss some not so cool things. We need to discuss a little bit the current situation. I mean, as I said, I try my very best to mix things up here, so that you all are hopefully excited and interested and get distracted from the current situation, so that it's not all the time present. But I mean, there are a few things they have to discuss. And well, the first thing is, of course, the latest development. So with saying, I hope that I can continue cycling and running next week. It's not only because of the weather, but also because we do have now, at least in the state of Bavaria, a curfew in place. Well, it's not super strict curfew. It's more a rather restricted or rather strong restriction in our freedom to move. We are rather forced to stay at home, unless for doing sports. That's super important, because I couldn't survive for right now it's this measurement is in place for the next 2 weeks, but I do have the feeling, because it takes up to 2 weeks until you show signs of corona, that over those 2 weeks there will be even more. The infection rates will be higher, and so they will probably say, all right, this curfew has to continue, and I hope they won't make it not even stronger or so. But yeah, I couldn't survive without going outdoors doing sports for 2 weeks. I would go insane in here. So at least this is good. So sports is all right. Going to the grocery store also is all right, or going to work. And if you do sports, then just alone, unless you're doing it with your partner, so with the people you're living with in the same house. Otherwise, you have to be alone. I mean, that's all right. I can deal with that. I can also deal with this social isolation without problems. As discussed in, I think, 3 years ago or so in coffee breaks, I would be the perfect candidate. I would, if there's a chance for me to make an overwinter stay in Antarctica, I would be up for it. I don't have issues. I mean, hey, we do have virtual communication, so that's good. I can stay in contact with other people, and that's more than I need. So I don't have issues with that. So I'm completely fine. But without exercising, this would not work out. I already checked Amazon about the prices for treadmills, just in case. Oh, hi. Just in case things continue to escalate here. But I hope I don't have to buy a treadmill. This would be not so good. And yeah, so there's that now. So much about my pick. And yeah, now we have to see what comes out of this. While I see the value of this measurement, I'm a little bit annoyed that we have to go through this, because I mean, even before that, it was well known that, okay, we do have this virus situation going on. It's not a good thing to meet other people, but for some reason people decided, hey, let's have corona parties. Hey, let's meet other people. Let's not stay indoors and try to reduce the new infections. No. Why should we stay indoors? Why should we change our lifestyle? And yeah, thanks to you guys, we are now restricted in our freedom. And yeah, just thank you. Well done, guys. I already compared this a little bit to bad weather situations. So if there's a storm going on outdoors, or if it's just raining, most people tend to stay indoors. Especially, and things become even more complicated when there's a storm going on, because hey, you could be hit by a huge limb breaking off a tree or so. So yeah, people act accordingly. Now we do have a virus, and then it's impossible for people to stay indoors. I mean, where's the difference? In both cases, you avoid going outdoors because there's a certain chance that you get harmed or infected. But when it's raining, people often say, especially, I mean, I don't care what weather it is, I just go out for sports, but many people use the weather as an excuse to not go outdoors to do sports. But for Corona? No. Why? Why should we do this? Yeah, thank you guys. No, we do have these restrictions from the government in place. I hope you're proud of you. I hope you're proud of you for your mindless behavior. But anyway, so yeah, there's that now in place here. And oh wait, time. Let's get the clock out that we are not wasting time. And yeah, there are. But yeah, that's the current situation here. So much about that. With this social isolation in place, as I just said, for me, I even feel, since I'm staying at home, since I'm doing this home office situation, my productivity and my efficiency has skyrocketed. So I think I even doubled my productivity and my efficiency, because I can so much better work at home. And yeah, there are no students that suddenly show up and break my concentration and things. So meetings, or doing some distant teaching, or some meetings for a project, or some supervision of a project. I mean, I used WhatsApp, I used Skype, I used Jitsi. I used so many different platforms, and all of these platforms allowed me to do the supervision, to get my job done. So it's way more efficient. It's so much more efficient. And okay, I think we should go home and sleep. So yeah, it's so much more efficient. But that's just me. Other people, for instance, can I horse? Oh no, no. Are we stuck down here again? Bad. I thought we. Okay, apparently we are stuck here. So okay. So my best friend is not. She's doing all right, but she's not feeling that well during the situation. She's not coping that well with this social isolation, and I mean that I know her. That's all right. She will get through it. But there are also other people that might have even more issues with that maybe are afraid in general due to the situation, that need other people to talk to, that can't just say, all right, then I do just virtual meetings or so. They need this in-person situation. And especially in this current situation, the decision to do this curfew is probably not the best idea. And here comes now the part. I don't want to discuss this curfew situation too much in detail, but I want to encourage you all, you as my viewers, to think. That's in general the biggest thing I like to ask you to do over the course of the next few weeks, months. As I said, those mindless people that thought, hey, let's do a Corona party. Yeah, thanks to you, we now have restrictions in our freedom. Well done, guys. Those people, yeah, use your brain. That's my one thing I like to ask you to do. The other thing is to try to look after each other more than you would normally do. And yes, I know, some of you might like to hoard toilet paper or just think about themselves, but what about not doing that? What about thinking about those people that really need your help, that need the support to get through the situation, that need assistance, that need a person to talk to? Try to come up with... sun is about to set, and I do have so many things to talk about. I think we do have crazy times, so why not having crazy times here on the coffee break and make it a 3-day episode out of it? Oh man, see, we have to come to those measurements. A 3-day long episode of the coffee break. I think it happened before, but that's really a rare exception. So yeah, let's do that. But yeah, please try to think about all your friends, family members that don't do so well with the current situation. Maybe come up with some regular meetings, like let's have a video call at lunchtime, or let's, I don't know, try to come up with a new schedule to help them, to support them, to be there for them, to make sure that they don't feel alone. And even for yourself, if you feel uncomfortable with this situation, try to find a way for you to have a schedule in your daily life. So maybe do running in the morning, get up, continue to get up, do work from in a specific time frame or so. So just that you do have some kind of basic life, regulated life, scheduled life. And yeah, with the idea of coming up with new ideas, coming up with new ways to interact with each other. Yes, the current situation is bad. I don't want to say that, although I will now try to point out that there are some advantages of the situation. I see there are some... Okay, wait, I think we need a lot of more cobblestone. So maybe I should just go back to the mine and maybe beautify a little bit the mine shaft. We have instant tree. We have... Well, let's leave this tree here. We have created so that I can get some cobblestone. Yeah, I think the current situation has the potential to allow us to come up with new and innovative solutions for things we never dared to touch because we just did them out of habit, because we always did them because we never dared to change things. Suddenly, all of us, out of a sudden, all those things we are used to over the course of the last decade and even longer are no longer working. And suddenly we need to come up with new ways to get things done. For instance, teaching. Thing that is relevant for me. Teaching is now, at least at my university, has to be done via distant teaching. So, of course, here comes a good point. I am probably in a very unique position that I'm doing this YouTube thing for over 5 years, and especially in the coffee break, but also in other series, I often do have some kind of educational aspect in my videos. So I'm already used to convey some complex information using computer games to create videos that discuss and deal with very complex topics and subjects. So for me, I see a huge advantage in the current situation that I am then forced or allowed to do distant teaching, and there can be so many innovations, and I already have some good ideas what I can do. And yeah, for me it's just a common thing. I mean, as I said, with the coffee break, or just go back a few minutes in this this very episode, as I showed you or explained you the conference, the online conference thing. I just used assets here in the game to convey complex information, and I could also get some coal. And yeah, just start to think out of the box. Start to be creative. Start to maybe come up now with solutions to problems we weren't tackling before. And also with all those travel restrictions, other things going on right now, we now do have the unique chance to maybe even protect our environment, because as said, or as discussed with the example of this online conference, we're now trying to do the entire conference using virtual reality, or part of it. And when this really works out, there might be no longer the need to travel around the globe, because hey, we can do this in virtual reality. There's no need to have this flying all around the globe, all those issues that come along with it. And maybe we do have even other things we could improve. We could, okay, so much about my pig. We could streamline, make better. And I think all of you are currently having one or two things that are completely new to you. You're facing a new challenge. You're facing a problem you never thought it would be a problem, and suddenly it's your creativity that is needed. And I do have I'm in the strong opinion, I think, when we all start now not to think about, okay, we do have this corona, everything is bad, we are all going to die, and don't touch me. Yeah, when we leave this behind, and we just think, okay, we now have this situation, we are to a certain degree isolated, our way of living how it was before is no longer working, is not working for the next few months, whatever. Just think about all the problems you are encountering right now and start coming up with solutions to it. Start experimenting around. Start trying out new things. And maybe the thing you try will change the world. Will change the world completely, because it makes things so much more efficient. It makes things so much better. It results in better quality of, in my case, teaching or whatever. So I think we are too much focusing on, okay, things are bad. Why not changing the perspective and saying, okay, things might be bad, but this was dangerous. But this time is also great. It's a time where we can come with new solutions, with solutions to global problems, with ways to improve things we haven't thought about, we never dared to touch. And yeah, especially right now, things are no longer working the way they used to work, and this allows us to also think about things we never dared, as I said, to touch, to change. And this suddenly is no longer a valid excuse. It's no longer a thing. So the bottom line is, I like to encourage you to just think about the biggest problem you're facing right now, and to think about potential solutions. Of of course, it makes no sense to say, I'm completely unhappy, I want to meet other people, I want to see other people in person again. Sure, that's not a thing right now, that's not possible, but I'm quite sure you might come up with other things. You even have the time right now to try out other things that where in the end think, hey, cool, never thought that this would be working that way. And yeah, just be open-minded right now. And I think when we all do this, when we all, instead of saying, hey, everything is going south right now, and we say, okay, the current situation is good, and oh no, time, and we can come up with great solutions. Especially these times often resulted in a lot of great situations, and I'm confident that we all will come up with so much new things because we are creative. We can come up with so many innovations, that we should really try to do this. And yeah, to sum things up, I'm really sad. With this episode, I do have the feeling this episode is really a good episode, really a great episode, an episode where I can be proud of, that only 4 people will watch it. This makes me sad. This makes me really sad, because I think there's really some value in this episode in contrast to all the other episodes before. Ah, dear. But anyway, yeah, what's the takeaway from this episode? I think the 2 main things you should, when you now stop, or maybe even 3 things, when you have finished watching this very episode, is, on the one hand, I hope you're a little bit distracted for the last almost 40 minutes. You got hopefully a little bit distracted from the current situation, from all the thoughts, panic, anxiety you're experiencing right now. This would be great, and I hope this is also the thing how I can personally change the world, by just keeping these episodes coming, by keeping you entertained, by distracting you from all the corona news, by just having some other thoughts. The next thing is, be open-minded. Think about your friends, think about your family, think about those people that potentially don't feel so well, that don't do so well with being socially isolated. Try to come up with solutions, try to cheer them up, try to be there for them, try to help them to get through it. I mean, for me, it's as I said, easy to say. I'm doing fine with this. I'm completely happy, so to say, with the current situation, but that's just me. And the last thing is, be creative, and most importantly, think. I can't emphasize enough how important it is to think and to evaluate and analyze the current situation and really reflect on your next steps before doing something. And yeah, when you think, when you come up with a few creative solutions to the most urgent problems you're facing right now, I'm quite sure when we all do this, we can change the world. We can make the world so much to a better place. So yeah. In the end, let's try to work together. Let's try, this is a global problem. Let's try to think globally, and let's try to find a global solution. And with this, I'd like to thank you for your attention. I hope this episode reaches a few more people. This would be really great, because I think there's really some value in it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, my name is Sebbi. Alright, I guess the episode, this innovative 3-day long episode, will continue for a bit, because there is this the spider guy here. And yeah, until next time, my name is Sebbi. See you!